Classes in session. Welcome back to episode 2 of Scared But Surrendered, a series for anyone who knows that God is calling them deeper but are honest enough to say, I'm scared. Today we're going to be touching on 3 big contenders when it comes to surrender. Yes, that does rhyme. I'm actually quite proud of that. Now please make sure that you're sitting down for this because it's going to get deep. Number 1, fear. You may struggle to surrender to God because you're afraid of what's going to happen next. The presence of fear activates our amygdala, which is the brain's threat center. Repeated fear responses rewires the brain to avoid challenge and not engage in it. And if you are left unchallenged for a long amount of time, your brain starts to interpret growth as danger. Number 2, shame makes us feel as though we are fundamentally unworthy or too broken to be loved. This creates a fear of vulnerability, meaning that surrender itself is seen as danger. Because if God sees me for who I truly am, he's going to end up rejecting me because fundamentally there is something wrong with me. Researcher Brené Brown defines shame like this: an intensely painful feeling or experience of believing that you are flawed and therefore unworthy. Shame does not just attach itself to our behaviors, but it attaches itself to our identity. And number 3, comparison. So comparison triggers feelings of inadequacy and depressive thinking, making you feel as though you are always behind in life because you're always looking to your left and to your right. This never allows you to be still and know that God is God. God can't lead you if you've kicked him out of the driver's seat. Clock it. Repeated comparison rewires our self-worth to be dependent on external validation. Now that we've touched on the big 3, I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. We're about to break some chains. You need to be ready to challenge these barriers if you're ready to surrender. I said it. Now you have the awareness of it. Breakthrough is found in your boldness. Boldness to stand up to the lies of the enemy and decide to heal, decide to work on yourself, decide to allow God to walk with you on this path of restoration. You're not the first one to face these things. Esther in the Bible, Queen Esther, didn't think she was ready. Moses had a stutter. Jeremiah thought he was too young. Gideon was afraid, but yet they obeyed. And look what God did. So you realize that it's not about your weakness, but it's about what God can do with your weakness. Can I get an amen? It's less about your weakness and it's more about what God can do with it. So if you are aware of that, you will bring him your weakness happily because you're saying, you know what, Lord, you're not limited to what I cannot do because what God cannot do does not exist. Oh, bashata. So that concludes episode 2. If you found this useful, my ebook Breaking Barriers guides you through breaking the barriers to fear, shame, and comparison with psychological insight, Bible scriptures, journal prompts, practical challenges to really help you walk in your calling and your purpose with boldness. If you would like that ebook, click the link in my bio. I'll see you guys in the next episode where we're going to be talking about daddy issues. Yep, I said it. Bye, y'all.